That should be your intro.
Like, you been hitting the gym, big fella.
Thanks, bro.
I was just kidding. Fellas, tonight we stir in the pot with three things sports fans love most. That's overreacting to the NFL draft, pretending we all could predict who was going to end up in the Final Four, and then we'll end the night with the conversation that's a little bit more serious pertaining to Tiger Woods and the recent news of his arrest. Because this is the season of bad takes, fake scouting reports, and fan bases convincing themselves one weekend is about to change everything, this is Stirring the Pot. Fellas, let's kick things off with the NFL draft. It's just funny to me because everybody becomes a scout this time of year. Every group chat has got a film guy, somebody who watched a little bit of film that somebody else broke down. You got an analytics guy who went off some stats that was fed to him off an Instagram post. And then you always got the trust me bro guy. Which one of y'all is the trust me bro guy?
That ain't nobody but Jay.
Hey, I'll be right. I'll be right.
I was going to say, somehow that's the guy that ends up being right.
I'll be right, though.
If nothing else, you're the most confident.
It was a mixture of him or Dow, but when you said the one before that, that was Dow for sure. But Dow be like naming all these people that I've never heard of. Be like, trust me, this guy's going to pan out.
Got in the head.
Junior.
Yeah. And you never hear him again after the
No, that's not true.
I never heard him before. I never heard of him after.
Isaac Tesla, still a household name. I'm going to go with more broad names that more people know.
No, show your ball knowledge.
The numbers guy I was going to say was going to probably be Tap.
That's probably true.
Only for the Jets.
Honestly, I think all of us got a little bit of that. We got a little bit of that eye test. I think a lot of us, we've seen enough ball. We've been around enough ball players that were really, really good that we know a guy when we see one for the most part. And it's just some things, even if it's body language, that you can look at and say like, okay, he's different. But we usually base it off something pretty accurate. Coach Cole, let's stir the pot. Who's the prospect from this year's draft class that you are not buying?
It's an easy one for me, dog. He's only done one thing right that I've seen him do in his collegiate career that lasted all of 38 years. And even that he fumbled, and he was with a Cavender twin. I'm going to have to go with Carson Beck, dog. I'm going to have to go with Carson Beck. I think for his
He's only 29.
I think for his 44-year college career, man, I just think he was always surrounded by the most elite talent. I mean, at Georgia, I could go on forever. He had receivers, he had running backs. He gets over to Miami, and for some way or another, that Miami has the best defense in the league, takes a lot of pressure off the quarterback. I don't think he's a playmaker. I don't think he creates plays by himself. I don't think that's his thing. I don't think his game goes to the next notch in crunch time. I really don't. I know some talk around the league was that he has some high floor, and I just don't agree with that. I think he has a middle-of-the-road floor with a very low ceiling. He's just not a guy that I would take probably the first 2 days of the draft for sure, and at best, he's a career-long backup.
Will Howard.
I would take Will Howard over Carson Beck.
I would take Will Howard over Carson Beck.
I'm just keeping it above. I would take Joe Milton over Carson Beck.
Yeah.
I'd take Cooper Rush over Carson Beck. I could go on a long list of who I would put out on the field before Carson Beck.
You know who he is. Speaking of people who played at Georgia who had a super long career, he's Gunnar Stockton. Same guy. Played for forever, went to the league, and now he's already been bound. He's out. He'll probably be in the USFL if he's not already.
Accountant.
Stetson Bennett. That's another one.
Jake Fromm.
Yeah, Jake Fromm.
Georgia can get studs everywhere but at quarterback, honestly.
Is that a good team?
Is that a culture thing? He's the best. There hadn't been an elite one since.
I was going to say, has there been another elite one since Matt Stafford? I don't think so. I could be missing somebody.
Justin Fields went to Georgia. He also went to Ohio State.
Well, they've only had 3 quarterbacks since Matt Stafford, since they all played.
I'm about
for
to
6
say
years.
it's hard. Not Jake Fromm, but Carson Beck's been in there since 2003.
Jake from State Farm. ZD.
You could say that.
Zachary. Who's the prospect you're not buying? Who's the prospect from this year's draft class you're not buying, brother?
All right. Someone's not going to like this take, but I have a solid stat to back it up, and I personally like the kid. But I'm going to have to go with Ty Simpson. He only started 15 games in his college career.
Who ain't gonna like that?
Well, I thought you were high on, and I agree with you. Okay, you said but he showed out on Pro D. That's fair. It makes me feel better about my take. The reason I say
You
that, though,
did.
is
You
only
did.
started
Yeah.
15 games in college. That what comes to mind is Anthony Richardson, Mitchell Trubisky. Those are probably the two latest guys that have not had a full collegiate career, and I
Mm.
mean, they didn't pan out. Now, if he's a fourth, fifth round, and somebody wants to look up a guy that or find a guy that they can take and like sit for a year and have him grow, or 2 years, and have him grow, I'm not mad at that. But if y'all take him 15, 20, like if Pittsburgh takes him, I'm going to be way off on Pittsburgh because they got a quarterback issue, and I don't think he's going to be able to solve it. Yes.
Just to chime in real quick, you compared him to who now?
Anthony Richardson and Mitchell
Anthony.
Trubisky because they all started not a lot of games in
No,
college.
you're right. You're right. But there's not one thing that Ty Simpson could do that Anthony Richardson could do. Or I think I worded that wrong. There's not one thing Anthony Richardson could do that Ty Simpson could do. Not one thing.
Maybe not,
And
but
I'm not big on Anthony Richardson.
yeah, but Mitch Trubisky played pretty good. I think it was North Carolina, was it? Duke, one of those schools.
He went to
He had
North Carolina.
he had a
North
pretty
He went to
good
North Carolina.
1 year at North Carolina. I think they were ranked. Just not enough experience to be taken that high. And I think he went like what, third overall, something crazy like that. And
Third
I'm not
pick.
saying Ty
Third
Simpson
pick.
will.
Ahead of a
The Bears.
lot of good guys.
Yeah, it's not good. I just, again, I don't not like the kid. I think he's great for what he does, but lack of experience is the reason why I'd stay away from him.
I can dig it. And then there's always that one or two guys that gets that. It's like they get hot with the media. Like they become the
Yeah.
guy that everybody is
The
like
darling.
predicting is going to be the breakout, the next big thing. Yeah, like why do you think that though? Just because he had a decent day on air or the pro day? We've seen this movie a lot of times. That means nothing as far as translating to the NFL. You can look like Tarzan and end up playing like James.
Zach Wilson,
synced
shout out Tap.
That's a heartbreaker right there.
That one throw across
one
his
of them
body that
ones
went
that
like
make you
50
stop
yards on
game.
a rope got him so many millions.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna lie, the talent is there. Joe Milton, crazy
He was
on
the-
talent, athletic.
Yeah.
So I see why, but he shouldn't have been took that early.
Yeah, and then he was drafted by the Jets, so he was doomed.
Yeah.
That's where quarterbacks go to die. A slow and painful death.
Shout out Tap.
Hey, which one of these prospects from the class of 2026 are you not buying?
This is gonna be really big. A lot of people ain't gonna like it,
Oh,
but I
God.
don't care. It's something about this guy that just doesn't sell me. I don't
had a
know what it
feeling.
is, man. He's a crazy athlete, crazy athletic, but I feel like the NFL game, he's just not gonna be as effective as he is in the NFL, he is in college. I feel like he'll be a guy who's gonna have the same kind of memo as my boy Isaiah, and I just feel like they not gonna be able to find where it. Okay, let me put it like this: it's really gonna depend on where he goes, on how successful he'll be. If he goes to the wrong team and in the wrong system, he's not gonna be good at all. But I really don't expect him to pop off. Even if he does get in the right system, I think he'll be an average guy. I don't think he's ever gonna be this big star that everybody thinks he is.
I don't know, man. That dude could come downhill and play football
And
with
this is,
the
and
best of them.
and the thing about it, this is just a hunch. This is just a hunch. It's not. It's something. It's something that just doesn't sell me about him. I
Jay,
don't know
is
what
it
it
like
is.
when you watch his tape or
You just be like, yes,
whatever,
I watch
you
this. I'm
just
like,
you don't love it. I got you. No, I got guys like that. I got guys
yeah,
like that.
like the measurables. You be like, he should be. Whoa.
Sure,
Then
sure.
I don't know, man. It's just a hunch, man. I might be completely wrong, but hey, man, if I'm not, boy, I hit the nail on the head. Y'all come back and talk to us.
I think part of it, and I agree with you. First off, I'm going to try not to get too deep into a tangent here. Playing for a team like Ohio State that's got crazy prospects all over the place, when you got
It's
four
smoke
down
and mirrors,
linemen
man.
that are all Americans, like you have to tune in to the Georgia game and the big games where the competition is
It's equal. It's an equal
yeah,
playing
it's
field.
at least it's competitive. Yeah, where they not just tossing the O line to the side every play. So I didn't watch enough film on Sonny Styles, but I think that Isaiah Simmons comp is kind of what keeps us wondering if he's gonna be the next bust like that. But I will say, and it's not to the same level, but it makes me another guy that comes to mind is Jabril Peppers.
Uh-huh.
It took him a while, but he finally found himself. It seems like,
And
he's
became
had
very
some
serviceable. Yeah,
he's had
yeah.
some decent if not good years, the last few years. He's gotten himself a
I'm pretty
couple
sure he was a
contracts.
Pro Bowler a couple times, maybe.
Yeah, he started returning kicks. People tried him at linebacker, played him at safety, tried him at nickel. I feel like he finally kind of found a home at safety. But in my honest opinion, I think Sonny Styles could be the next Micah Parsons. You beef him up and you let him hunt off that edge. I don't think he's skilled
I'll fall
enough.
back.
I don't think he's skilled enough to play nickel or safety. He's got the length, pause, to be a great edge defender. And with that versatility, you can stand him up, put his hand in the ground, play a wide 9, whatever you need, just like Micah. That's my opinion. Could be wrong.
But if you bulk him up, does he lose the explosiveness?
Some.
I wouldn't say go crazy, but just like 10, 15 pounds.
Yeah.
Oh, they
Get
can
him
do that easy. They can do that
because he's
easy.
already
he'll gain
what,
that in the
240?
offseason.
Something like that,
Yeah.
wasn't he?
I mean, hell, I can do that in a weekend. Shit.
Light work,
Give me
baby.
a pack of that yard bird and and some Bud Light, and it's on.
I don't like Bud Light, but yeah, you got the gist.
You get it. You get it. You ain't got expensive taste. Now Jay, it's gonna be a lot of people really not like where I'm going.
I already know what you finna
Yeah.
say, and you finna piss me off.
Before you kill me, before anybody out there kills me, let me explain. Let me talk to you. The guy that I'm not buying is Jeremiah Love.
What?
That's not a
The
good
only
play,
reason I say that
Donovan.
is because,
Goodies.
We don't like this.
and look,
I gotta
anybody out
agree.
there,
I don't
everybody
like it.
everybody out there is gonna say, "Oh, it's clickbait. He just rage baiting." No, my genuine opinion is that you don't taking a running back that early in the draft. How often has it
Who's
really
taking
made
him?
a difference?
Who's taking him?
See,
Who did Zeke have playing on the O line?
there were some guys,
It was some pretty decent guys, right?
There were some guys.
Look, Tony Pollard had the best season of his career behind that O line, and I don't think anybody here would say Tony Pollard was a better running back in his prime than Ezekiel
I
Elliott
just
in
miss
his.
those guys so damn much.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a Cowboys fan, but that was a hell of a offense to watch. But before
Yeah,
we
it
go,
was.
my point being, one of these teams, look, I put it this way. If a team that's in a situation like Vegas was in last year, taking Ashton Genty, takes him, for what? We saw Ashton Genty basically struggle
year.
all year.
Yeah.
Yes.
Showing spurts, but there were no consistency.
It took everything in his being to have a decent year. Like, it could have been worse, but it could have been a hell of a lot better. That's the only reason I say I'm not saying Jeremiah Love is not going to be a good running back. He's not going to be probably an all-pro running back. He's got all the potential and talent, but if he ends up going to the Jets, I know they have Brees Hall. That's just first team that came to mind with a bad O-line, with a bad team. That's a waste of a pick, in my opinion. That's the only reason I'm saying I'm not buying that prospect, just because where he's been placed in all these mock drafts.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what would scare the hell out of
That's
me?
fine, I guess.
Is seeing him go to like a Commanders team.
He's going to the Commanders, bud. That's where he's going.
I don't think so, man.
That's
They got so many more issues.
He's going to the Commanders.
You know a team that he would really help?
Every team.
I feel like would be a perfect fit for him. A perfect fit for him. There's a team that's not very good right now, but would love him even though they don't know who the quarterback gonna be. But I don't know why. I can just see him in a Steelers uniform. Him with the Steelers would be like perfect.
He won't go.
I
He won't.
couldn't agree more.
Could be, should be. As long as he ain't in the NFC East, I'm good with
I mean, just where he's mocked up to go, top 10, top 12, and the Steelers are picking back in the second half. You never know. Somebody like Jacksonville will be stupid enough to trade up for him. Watch, and honestly, I hope they do.
Yeah, for Jacksonville.
Honestly, they don't.
No.
I mean, Travis Etienne left, so
he going.
Yeah,
it makes
and so did a
sense.
lot of that really good defense that they have left too.
Yeah.
So I think they got bigger fish to fry. That's just me, in my opinion. And if they give
wasn't
up a bunch of
very-
assets,
They didn't do anything in free agency, which is crazy.
exactly.
And it's not like they didn't have the money. They're not paying nobody over there.
They
about to
traded
have
a lot
to.
of draft capital to
They got to figure out what they're going to.
Cleveland last year for Travis Hunter.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I don't think they'll do that again.
The thing about Travis Hunter, he started going like getting loose.
Yeah,
Didn't get hurt.
He picked it up
He
second
started
half. I think he'll
finding
be a good.
himself and then got hurt.
I worry about that in his frame. Is that not going to be a common occurrence?
Yeah, he's gonna have to put on some weight.
He
I
will
think I saw a report saying that they were planning to make him
go to
primarily a
Orlando.
corner, right? Or am I making that up?
I don't know
couldn't tell
because
you.
he stopped playing he started playing less corner
More receiver.
and more receiver.
Yeah, I didn't get that. I don't think
Especially
he's a
with
very good receiver.
the drop off from
You don't?
Brian Thomas.
yes, Brian Thomas was a no-show damn near last year.
Yeah, that
I
was
think Travis
crazy,
Hunter's a
honestly.
pretty
That
damn
was
good
so
receiver. Though.
weird. I don't know. He
Yeah.
went crazy his rookie year, then come back. Yeah, I gotta play football.
All right, let's look on the other side of this coin. Zach, who is your go get him no matter what guy? Like if he's there, I'm taking him.
There's a lot of guys that fit in that category, but I'm gonna play a little niche game here. I'm looking for teams that need a quarterback that maybe have an iffy situation that can get what I think is a pretty good quarterback for a cheap draft cost. And I'm thinking Garrett Nussmeier. I know he didn't have the best year last year, but 2 years ago he came off 4,000 yards at LSU. I think he can play. And if someone could get him in the second round, like a Cleveland or some quarterback, some team that is kind of iffy about their Arizona, I think he can make a difference.
I think he sucks.
Crickets
I
in the room.
don't hate that,
Yeah.
Zach. I don't hate that. I think he's got the potential to pop. And I only say it because I don't think there's any debate. I mean, you can go between SEC, Big Ten right now as far as competitive defenses that you see. He's played competitive football against some really good teams. He's started a lot of games. So I think that works in his favor. Like you said, he's got a couple good seasons under his belt. So I think sitting behind the right guy would definitely do him a favor, and he could turn out to be serviceable.
I
Just come
think
out.
he's going to be
Hold on,
good.
Cole.
Hold
Let
on.
me go. Let me go real quick, Cole.
No. Before
Let me
y'all
go
go,
real
I
quick.
want to let y'all
Let me
know
go.
if he would have came out last year, he would have been a top 3 pick.
I need to quit talking about the whatever you talk about.
Okay.
Were we not all at the same house?
I want to hear
watching
from the guy that just said Sonny Styles is going to be a bust. I want to hear from the guy that says Sonny Styles is going to be a bust. So go ahead.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
what you say? That's my opinion. This is your opinion, and I'm gonna tell you what we seen and where we, all 4 of us at the same place. Watch
Us $1,300 because they couldn't even get in field goal range 2 damn times.
bro, and this is my thing. It's not like he didn't have any talent on his team. LSU was loaded.
This is true.
LSU was loaded, and he's.
Here's my thing. What was the question?
Your go get him no matter what guy.
This is the guy we picked. Go get him no matter what.
Zach, I tried to shoot you some bail.
That are going in the draft this year. This is the guy you come up with.
I didn't want to give you a top 10 pick.
You want to redo?
If he's there in the 3rd round, go get him. Go get him no matter what.
This is the guy you gotta go get.
I didn't want to do that. I wanted to.
Yes, let's go get Garrett Nussmeier to damn hold PATs and field goals for the rest of his career.
I think you do a great job.
Let's go get him, guys.
I think you do a great job.
He's gonna lead this scout team more than any other guy we can go get.
So pissed.
Go Tigers.
that laugh
Zach,
right there while
sorry.
he was talking. It's okay. DKI has spoken. Hey, it's
I'm
all
sorry.
good. It's okay.
I hate that guy more than I can express.
More than you
I
hate
I was
Carson
this
Beck.
close, guys. I was this damn close.
He picked a guy that we all sit there and watch at the same time in the
It was for
same
personal,
room.
and I apologize.
If he would have came out the year before, he would have been a top 3 quarterback, probably a top 3 pick.
And
Hey,
that's
now
bad.
if I would have ran a 4.3 coming out of high school, I would have went Division I. If I was 7 foot, I would have went to the NBA. If I was better than Barry Bonds, I'd have been in the Hall of Fame. What if? What? What coulda, shoulda?
Everything that we're saying is true right now. 100%.
No, I think that's just a prime example of how much these scouts really know. He was going to be a top 3 pick, and then we just watched him last year regress like crazy in college.
Well, hey, we'll see.
I
We'll
will
see.
say I saw something like behind maybe it was that SEC show or whatever that was on Netflix. His team loved that guy. So I think he can be a great culture pillar guy, build his way up the ranks, that kind of guy, and a good system, but
Gonna be Tony Romo?
Yeah, you gotta go. Okay.
he ain't got no Romo in him.
I'll come cuddle you. Okay. Sorry, guys.
Not a bit.
He ain't got that. in
No,
him.
I will take
Coach
what
Cole.
Cole said right there. I'll take it.
I think that's fair. It's fair.
I love you. Nothing
Fair.
flashy, just a guy that gets the
Coach Cole,
job
who's
done,
your
man.
go get him no matter
Seem
what
a little bit
guy?
okay. I love you.
I'm sorry, I was listening to Dow's night speech. What did you? What did?
Coach Cole, who is your go get him no matter what guy?
I've said it once. I've said it 100 times. I think this is very simple. It's Mr. Caleb Downs. I think that guy he gives me honey badger vibes. He gives me what Jamal Adams was supposed to be vibes. He gives me a 13 years solid career of high level playing football vibes. I think I try to like get picky and like try to pick something from his game I don't like. And he's one of those guys that pops on every film I watch somewhere, some way. That guy's always around the football. I think he is a playmaking machine. There's nothing in his game that I don't like. I think he gets downhill. I think he's not scared to mix it up in the run game. Duke can cover it out in space. And I think the defense rallies around that guy. I think he sets tone early and everybody's ready to go hunt after that. He's a guy, if he's there with Dallas's first pick, I'm praying that we take I know we won't. I know somehow there's going to be a way that he is there, and we're going to go get a deep snapper from Middle Tennessee State. I get that. But if he's there, please, God, let this happen
I think
because
we'll
I
get him.
think he's that good.
He's
I
there.
know we live in a time where safeties aren't valued all that high anymore like they maybe once were, but I think this guy he brings it back. I
Swiss
think
Army.
his ceiling's super high. I'm big on Caleb Downs.
The way you just described him is how I felt about Derek Stingley coming out of college. Like I couldn't find a thing watching him where I was like, yeah, he could be better there. Like he's a dog. I agree. Honestly, think Jerry, if there's not some kind of trade of some kind with y'all's first round pick, I think y'all are gonna be the ones to take Sonny Styles.
I saw
Truthfully.
that
I
too.
don't
Yeah.
and I don't hate that. I see where Jace coming from. I really do. I kind of worry because to me his frame's like in that tweener frame to where it's like, are you an edge guy? Are you outside backer? Do I stunt your growth if I mix you to either one? Or,
Yeah.
make you lose weight to play this or make you put on some to play that. So that's a little bit of concern, but my can't miss guy, Mr. Downs.
I like it. Jay, who's got your attention in this draft class? Who is your I gotta have him no matter what if he's there?
Hey man, it's a guy that's been on the controversial radar. A lot of people not liking him, saying he might not be as good. But my guy is Ruben Bain Jr.
Okay.
I like him.
Shorter arms.
Don't
But
care.
hey man, you can't teach dog. And
Jumping
he
high.
got nothing but dog in him. And his motor, bro, you can't teach his motor. So that's one of them things, you either got it or you don't. The way he get after people from the backside, run plays down from the backside, the way I see him embarrass tackles all playoffs. Ruben Bain Jr. is my can't miss guy. And I think whoever gets him is gonna get a hard working dog. A
Have you
hungry
seen the
dog.
clip? Have you seen the clip of him doing the bag work, coming off the edge, ripping and
Oh my
dipping
God.
versus
Hey, I was like this
versus
Drew. I said, oh,
what did you see it him compared to Arvell Reese?
yes.
It was world difference, and it was in Ruben Bain's favor. Like he looked
Yes.
like
Like
he looked
him
bendy.
spinning that edge. Oh my God.
Yes.
He is
I
nose
wasn't
to the
aware
ground.
I wasn't aware that they started letting Decepticons play in the NFL. News to me.
Yeah, I
Bro,
don't give a damn about no short arms.
bro, when you can bend like that,
Not as a defensive lineman, I'm not big on that. Now, as an offensive lineman, there's so much that D linemen are doing now from a skill set, from a size set. I think
yeah.
that's a key component.
It's like a
I
safety
don't see it.
thing. Especially if you're gonna play
Yeah.
tackle.
Mm-hmm.
If you're playing tackle short arms, that's horrible.
Yeah, because a lot of times those guys are on islands,
Yes.
and you got to face a bull rush, so you're used to stiff arm or strong arming, and those guys are dipping and ripping and bending.
No.
One guy
sure.
that comes to mind is I can't remember if he's a Hall of Famer or not. He probably will be. That had short arms, two of them actually. Now it's not the exact same because they play more on the inside. Vince Wilfork, Warren Sapp.
Yep.
Let's talk about short arms.
Yes,
Dogs.
but those guys could bench 18 wheel.
A guy
This is
I
true.
have to think about it. A guy that was really good for the Eagles back in the day that wasn't really big on that didn't have long arms was Trent Cole. And he's got a little Trent Cole in him.
I ain't heard Trent Cole in a while.
Yeah. But he had some years with the Eagles where he was just dominating.
And I could be
How
wrong,
old is
but
he?
just
Brandon
and this
Graham?
is just from like eye test stuff, and I don't know either one of their measurables, so don't get me lying. Vita Vea is an interior guy who doesn't look to be super long bodied like that
Yeah.
either.
No, he's
He's
not.
not.
Like you said,
He's more short, compact, and
Yeah.
bench
that
Mhm.
dude,
two
he's a
runners.
disruptor.
And squat a house.
2 houses.
My guy, I looked at it from who needs what. And if I am this team, I'm not passing on this guy. I'm getting him. I'm taking him no matter what. Kansas City has a dire need for DBs right now. If Mansour Delaney from LSU is sitting there, cornerback, I think you trade up and you go get him. Whatever it takes. There are a couple guys that are ranked ahead of him right now in a lot of the mocks that I've seen. So he may fall. You may not have to give up a whole lot to get back into the mix for him. But I think if you're the Kansas City Chiefs and that kid is sitting there, you got to go get him. No ifs, ands, or buts.
The only thing I disagree with what you're saying is if they don't get Patrick Mahomes some help in the backfield or at the receiver position, they're going to ruin the rest of his career. Not ruin his career. I think he's a Hall of Famer today, but the rest of his career.
And they just got Kenneth Walker in the backfield, so
Shit, I totally forgot they did get Kenneth Walker.
Yes, sir.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir.
Good take, Wolf. My shit, my bad.
but they ain't picking no receivers.
We say
The running back will help him a lot, though.
like we mentioned
It's a
last week.
receiver heavy draft.
If Tyreek comes back, yeah, they'll find somebody. They'll find somebody late. Because Rashee Rice wasn't like a top round pick, was he?
Nah.
He was a mid round pick guy.
Second day guy.
I think he's a really good too. He's a big yak guy.
I think he's in legal trouble.
You want to go find him this
I say this all the time. There's horizontal catchers and there's vertical catchers. There's guys who can literally stretch the ball down the field over the shoulder kind of guys. And there's guys who can run slants, crossers, or like little hitch routes, catch and go and make their own way. And I think what Kansas City's problem is they have a lot of the same version of a guy. It's the same guy, similar body type, similar skill set, and they're trying to use them all over the field. But we got to start adding some layers and dynamics to their receiving core, in my opinion. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to question what they've been doing because the last decade they've been one of the best franchises, if not the best franchise in the league. So, don't fix it if it ain't broke, but I just think they're missing some key components.
Tyquan Thornton did gain 20,
I
30
really feel
pounds.
like they still
He's
don't have
good.
him. They're number one.
Sorry, y'all both said at the same time. What'd you say, Jay?
I said I really don't feel like they have a number one. They haven't had
Yeah, I
one
agree.
since Tyreek left.
And this is gonna sound weird, but when Mike Evans was gonna be a free agent, I kind of thought, I was like, dude, if that dude goes to Kansas City and gives him that different element of big body receiver, more of a possession guy, I was like, and then they put those speed demons around him. I was like, that could be complimentary football.
That'd be very.
I think Denver just did a great job having Cortland Sutton, and then who'd they add?
Jalen Water.
Exactly. To me,
Yeah.
that's complimentary, but we'll see. We'll see. I could be completely wrong.
I'm not gonna lie. Denver, Sean Payton got something to play with over there, man.
Yeah, but
Jalen Water, and then their defense already good.
There's this guy over there who throws the football for him. I'm just not a huge fan of. I'll be honest with you.
I said that last year, but the more I watched him play,
Come on, Jay.
he kind of grew on me.
Come on, Jay. Come on, Jay. You know you like
I don't like it.
I think Sean Payton is stepping down from calling offense. I think he's handing
I
it
did
over
hear
to
that,
the OC.
and I think there's some issues with quarterback and Sean Payton.
But Sean Payton has always been an asshole.
There was an injury.
Does he hate his quarterbacks? Like, are you anti-quarterback?
Usually.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about now.
Yeah, that was
He's
weird.
like about his foot injury. It's like something he had been dealing with, or even pre-draft maybe. And Sean Payton was like, "That's news to me." Was it?
Yeah.
Was it not?
Clown.
No, he was saying. Well,
I mean, at the end of the day, I just feel like a head coach has to
defend your guy.
I feel like a head coach has to back whatever. Yeah, and I don't feel like he does that.
That could hurt him in contracts going forward if he doesn't want to go to the Broncos. That was weird. It was a weird comment by Sean Payton.
No, it was. It was.
But the fun thing about the NFL draft is it's basically speed dating. Like, you spend a few months saying, "Oh, I love this guy. I love the way he looks in these compression shorts. I love how fast he runs. I love what I saw on film from a few games," just enough to convince yourself that they're the one, and they end up breaking your heart. We've seen it too many times.
I'd love to know like the dynamic of what their scouting department and all that. Like, when does that really start? Is that week one of college football? Are they getting guys out to games to do eye tests? Are they really breaking down film that early? Or are they waiting more to see kind of how the season plays out, how they test? Because my thing is, if you're watching them all year long and you like the guy, who gives a shit how he tests at the combine? You're the one watching him play. Either he can or he can't.
But you
And
know
we
how
see it all the
coaches
time.
are.
We
You know
see,
how
like I say, we
coaches
see it
are.
all the time. Guys go to the combine, test like freaks, and we never hear of them again. There are guys who do horrible in the combine and then go first round and become pro bowlers and all pro football players. So I don't know.
But you know how coaches are with they see the potential. They feel like they can
Sure.
bring it out of them. That's how they
For
Yeah,
go.
me,
that's why I think the later rounds of the draft are so slept on by
yeah,
fans, but so important and crucial to the success of a franchise.
100%. And I was going to say there are a few, the teams that are really good right now draft really well in those late rounds. We
Hmm.
were talking about the Chiefs. Andy Reid, he found Tyreek, Rasheed Rice. Like he has in his mind his schemes, and he goes and gets what fits his scheme. Who was the other one? The Eagles. They
Rams.
draft pretty good in the middle rounds. Rams, Puka Nakua. That's who
Rams
it was
hasn't
that
had
was
a
coming to
first round
mind. What was
pick
he? A
in like
fifth
2
round pick?
years. Yeah.
Bingo. Sean Payton was elated to call Puka Nakua on the phone. Like, usually by
Sure.
that point, the head coach is like, all
Sean
right,
McVay.
Man, he
yeah, what did I say?
Sean Payton.
Sean McVay. Sorry, he was still on my mind, I guess.
I
But yeah,
didn't
Sean
catch it.
Payton was, God dang it. Sean McVay was super excited to call Puka Nakua on the phone. And usually by that point, it's like one of the scouts from the team or
Sure.
like one of the personal trainers calling at that point, like, hey, buddy, we're going to draft you. All right, bye. Super excited to
Uh,
have you, man. We love you, buddy.
That's like in the yeah, you sound just like them. That's like why in the trades and everybody be like, man, we only got a fourth round or a fifth round. I'm like, for y'all, that's trash. And as the fan, you're like, man, I want a first round pick, I want a second round pick. I don't care
Yeah.
nothing about that. But there's some guys who make that into magic.
I like the third round picks. Gonna be my favorite, man.
I think that's one of the biggest picks of the draft.
Yeah.
100%.
I know we're not talking about the Eagles, but a big third round pick the Eagles had was Jalen Hunt. He was a third round pick.
Yeah, he's contributing.
Yeah.
A
He
lot of
balled for us
snaps.
all year.
Yep.
Sure. No, I like his game. You're right. That's a good one.
I agree with you.
He led our team in turnovers and interceptions. He played DN.
That's enough.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
It's weird either way.
It depends on what coach you talk to.
Yeah.
Secondary coach over there, like, don't say that.
Yeah,
No,
don't tell me that.
Yeah.
I
Jesus.
think he had like 3 picks, which is crazy.
All right, we're gonna transition from these young collegiate players getting ready to become pros to one of the greatest nights of their lives on draft night to some guys about to have one of the greatest weekends of theirs. We're going to jump into the men's Final Four. This is where everybody starts acting like they've been watching these teams since November. Everybody's an expert. Everybody's got an opinion. This weekend is where people's confidence turns into comedy. Honestly, March Madness is that. That is the month and that is a point in time where everybody who was an expert looks foolish. You got one fan base planning a parade. Another one is just one cold shooting half away from calling their own teams frauds when they swore they were going to be in the Final Four. Jay, I want to ask you first, which Final Four team do you trust the least?
And my goal is gonna be Illinois. And
No
it
S,
was
but yeah.
crazy. I feel like Illinois is a really good team, and they got some guys that can go get some buckets. But the other 3 teams, I just trust a lot more. UConn, when haven't they been there in the last 2 years? Michigan got some really good guys, and Arizona got some junkyard dogs who don't care about nothing. So Illinois, I feel like they'll get bullied a little bit, even though they're a bigger team.
It's because they
Older
lack that
team.
pedigree of what
Yes,
you think should be in the Final Four. They're
yes.
not a blue blood school. You can't name a lot of elite alumni from there. I get where you're coming from.
Yeah, so and with the other 3 teams, man, I feel like they just and I'm not and like I said, if they do win, I'm not surprised. All of the 4 teams is is left now
Yeah,
are
it's a good
really
Final
good.
Four.
It's a
Yeah, it's a
really
really good
good
Final
Final
Four.
Four. But the trust the least is gonna be Illinois, the Fighting Illini.
I think you just took the easy route and took the lower seed, but that's cool.
He makes good points. Jay makes good points.
No, I agree. The only reason it's hard to pick one, honestly, in my opinion. And I wanted to say Illinois, but watching them against Houston in the round in the Sweet 16 as well,
They embarrassed those guys.
they
They embarrassed me.
It showed that they couldn't score.
They've been hot though, is what I was gonna say.
But do you
this
remember
time
I
of
said
year
this?
is about who's hot.
I said this the other day about St. John's. I was like, I think they're a really good defensive team, similar to Houston, but they're going to be better offensively than Houston.
Yeah.
And one of you dumbasses got in these comments talking 78 points. I was damn near spot on, homeboy, when I said they were a good offensive team. And then you tried to clown, but I ain't forgot about you. So if you want to get back in the comments, let me know, because I'm available.
Elijah, if that is your real name.
Elijah.
But a guy that I like watching from Illinois is Young Pager.
Dude, I hate you, man.
But he can
You
score
keep
the basketball.
talking,
He can
and you're
score.
ruining my
He can
segment.
blow. I like watching him.
God. All right.
Well, I guess
Roll
we
it.
know who Zach thinks the one player is that can own the weekend.
Andre
Zach, since
Stojakovic,
Jay's
baby.
stepping on your product, which one of the is that the one player you think can own the whole
Yeah.
weekend?
Yeah, you can skip me for that. I'm going to go with Arizona. Arizona's great. The problem is they're always great, and they have done nothing with it. So until they do something, which this may be the part that they gotten in the Final Four before, maybe they're always a 1 or 2 seed. And it's been that way for last 5, 6 years now. They're always a perennial high seed. They do nothing with it. They have to go against Michigan now. Are they playing Michigan? I think Michigan's going to beat them by 20. Is it Michigan, Arizona?
Do you think
Is that the first
Michigan is
matchup?
beating Michigan is
I
going to
think-
beat Arizona by 20, you say?
Maybe they're going to beat them bad. I don't think it's going to be a close game. And I got Michigan winning it all.
Oh, you guys
Arizona.
say it with your chest.
All right. Michigan by 20. Mark it.
Ooh.
I don't believe in Arizona.
Coach Cole, which one of these teams left in the Final Four do you trust the least?
This is a hot take, but I'm basing this off of more history stuff. And that's Michigan, man.
Yeah?
I think they're good. I even really like watching them play. But I sit here and think back, one of like the first 30 for 30s or something I kind of can remember watching was about the Fab Five.
Yeah.
And they were just so damn good until it came down to that damn Final Four. And I don't know why. Since then, I've been thinking it's like the Curse of the Bambino or something, man. It's like something just when it matters just don't click. I hope for Michigan's sake they're able to get over that hump. I really thought Juwan Howard, when he got over there, was going to be the one to flip that over. And when that didn't happen, I just kind of, I don't know, like that was that destiny. Oh, the guy who couldn't get it right as the player and was so close comes to be the coach and takes over and is going to be able to do that. When that didn't happen, I kind of lost some faith in Michigan. I like Michigan, like I said. I like watching them play. But for some reason or another, just because of history, I think Michigan, I don't think they can beat Arizona, if you want me to be honest. I don't think that they can.
It's the same argument I had about Arizona.
Yeah.
Big
I
Ten
picked
hasn't won a
Michigan.
championship in 30 years. Sorry.
No, you're good. And I like history. History's doing to repeat itself. And I like that also because you got teams like in the NFL, the Bills.
Mm-hmm.
You got
Yeah,
a few
absolutely.
others who I'm not a superstitious guy, but they almost make me believe in curses. Like it's got to be.
I'm a very superstitious guy. I grew up playing baseball.
I was about to
You
say
don't
you
even
damn
want-
baseball guys.
You don't even want to know some of my superstitions. Then I don't even want to get into it because I'll have to be admitted into a padded room facility.
No, tell them how you wore. Tell them how you wore the same drawers for the whole baseball season without washing.
Okay, I wasn't with the smell stuff, but there were some things where it got weird. I'm not scared to admit that.
It never got weird.
But that's just what it is.
It never got weird.
That's just what it is.
Zach, give me one of your baseball superstitions real quick. Were you
Never got weird.
both gloves got to be in the right pocket or something like that?
I was supremely confident in my ability, and I didn't need like the armbands. I was show up and ball, man. I was being honest with you. I was being honest with you. My freshman year, I had those clown shoes, Under Armour baseball. Didn't care.
No superstitions.
Al was the least of the drip gods.
That 1,000%.
I remember.
1,000%. Yeah, that's
Had his
facts.
Socks
Yeah.
pulled up to his waist, damn near.
Probably weren't even the same blue sometimes. 1,000%. Yep.
Boy had some pantyhose.
I'll stand by that.
One of my superstitions was that I had this particular pair of tights and a particular pair of socks that I had to wear, and I ripped the bottom out of my blue sock on my right foot out, and I would put a new pair on, and I'd have to put those ripped pair over because I couldn't get rid of that. And then in my tights the same way, literally ripped them from like my inseam down to the bottom of my leg, so I had to get a new pair of tights. I had to put them over because I wasn't getting rid of them. I was, like I said, I'm not comfortable saying some of that, but it is what it is.
Yeah, it's
It was
wild.
just a thing. And before I ever knew that people actually owned iPhones, I had an MP3 player, and I had a select playlist that I had made that I had to put on shuffle, and I had to get to these particular songs before I could get off the bus on shuffle. I couldn't just go straight to the song and go do it. I had to do it via shuffle, and that was one of my things. I don't know why. I can't explain that to you. It's just that's what it was.
So it's a little more exciting when somebody else is doing it for you. Wink, wink.
Okay. Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy.
Oh, back on track. Back what I was saying. I respect everything you guys said. I picked Michigan to win it all. Just to be brief, one guy, who is this fella? Quinn883 or 833, excuse me, on TikTok. Basically told me I was an idiot because they are transfer U. The rest of the teams had been together longer. They played together longer. And I actually respect that opinion a whole lot.
Yeah, if it was 1998, I would agree with him.
I was gonna say, but this ain't the 90s. This ain't even the early 2000s. This is the reality of college sports now. It's gonna be a new team just about every year, and there are gonna be some who can get by just on comfortability with each other and things like that. But I don't think Michigan's one of them. I think they go all the way. But that being said, Jay, who's the one player you think can own the whole weekend? Like, if he gets off, his team can probably cut the nets down at the end of it.
I'm trying to chop his name up.
Chop it up, baby. Chop it and screw it.
I don't know if it's Taurus or Terrace
We're just
Reed
gonna
Jr.
say Taurus.
I'm
For
gonna go
UConn?
with the big man for UConn.
Yeah.
Bro,
He can play.
They've been putting up some numbers. They've been putting
He
up
can
some
play.
numbers in this tournament. He got a 31-point game. He's got like a 26-point game versus Duke. He got another 20-point game. He only had one game where he didn't go crazy, and that was a game they blew somebody out early. But I'm gonna go with him. He's been balling. I feel like if he gets going, it's gonna be a long day.
I like it.
I agree.
Coach Cole, who's the one player that you think can own the whole weekend?
I'm not gonna say. Maybe I think I went too into this question when we got our script, but the one that gets me that I like watching play, and I think is a true playmaker, is also from UConn, but Alex Caravan or Carabin, whatever his name
Yeah,
is.
Caravan. Yeah.
Caravan, yeah. I think his ability to just knock down shots, I think is a difference maker. For the simple fact of like Jay was just talking about, the bigs in here right now that are left, them ain't normal bigs, my guy. Them are them trees from Lord of the Rings and shit.
Nah, they got some
You ain't just going in there and getting a bucket unchallenged. So you're gonna have to be able to shoot the basketball, and you're gonna have to be able to do it in the clutch. I think that UConn's pedigree, if it wasn't known before, it's known now. I mean, the fact that I think they were down 20 or 19 points to Duke, something crazy.
Yep.
And come back and win on get a crazy steal and a clutch shot. I mean, I just shout out to Dan Hurley, man. He's a freaking nut, but I appreciate coaches like that. I appreciate the passion. I think it's contagious, at least to the players. And I think that Alex Caravan is he's the epitome of what Dan Hurley wants, what he's looking for, and I think he is him on the court.
Bro,
I look for him.
Any coach that will headbutt a referee,
Yeah, he on another level.
boy. Oh,
He's on it. Yeah, I'm ready to rumble.
I run through a brick wall.
Yeah, go ahead, Zach.
UConn was like 1 for 18 shooting three, I think, at half or after half. And
Yeah,
teams were 364-0 when they were a 1 seed and leading by more than 15. So that comeback was something they'll be talking about for 30 years, man. That was crazy.
Yeah.
You could call out a lot of games. One that comes to mind is like the Memphis with D-Rose game. I remember that game of some crazy stuff just happening. But in my most recent memory, that might be one of the greatest last
Yeah.
30
It'll
seconds of
be
a basketball game I've ever seen.
it'll be like the Leitner shot that people still talk about it. It's forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who was
Yeah.
it? Was it Villanova a handful of years ago?
Versus North
Yeah, with
Carolina.
the three,
Yes.
the back-to-back
Wasn't it
three.
Tyler Hansborough that year?
No,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Carl Anthony Towns.
Nuts. But yeah, Mr. Caravan, Paul Anthony Towns.
He was
Went
on
to
Kentucky, right?
didn't he?
Yeah. Were they playing Kentucky or am I crazy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
shit.
no,
I
Villanova
don't
versus North Carolina, buddy.
yeah.
My bad. I'm
This was the
dumb.
this was the
Anthony Davis did win.
this was the what's called on Villanova, the white guy at X-Black.
Jalen Brunson, Dante DiVincenzo.
DiVincenzo.
DiVincenzo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. I thought Dante might have been a light-skinned brother. I wasn't for
No,
sure.
for real.
Hey, he's a redhead, baby. He's a redhead. You know what they've been saying?
He's a ginger.
A ginger.
He's a ginger.
Mr. Caravan is averaging 13 points and shooting it almost 48% from the field goal.
Yeah,
so
that's ridiculous.
he's definitely one of the straws that stirs the drink for UConn. One guy I'm gonna stick with Michigan that I think can own the weekend is Yaxel Lindeberg. Yaxel is a big for Michigan. He was a Big Ten Player of the Year. He dropped 27 points, I think, against Tennessee in the Elite Eight. He's really good, and he's gonna be probably a top 10 draft pick if he plays his brand of basketball. I don't think Michigan can be stopped. Just my honest opinion. But Yaxel, he's got game, baby. They stop him, though, I think Michigan could really be in trouble. He's one of those guys that if he's not balling, they're not winning, unfortunately. But last four teams, down to the nitty-gritty is nut-cutting time. Zach, which one of these games do you think will be a classic? Which one do you think might be ugly as hell? Well, I guess you already told us which one you think will be
I
ugly
already
as
told
hell.
you. Yeah. Give me UConn and can't think Illinois. Only because UConn's got the pedigree. Illinois has not been there, so I don't want to talk out both sides of my mouth. But those guys are all 24 years old. They're all Eastern European guys. Every last name ends with an itch or an ick. It like they're grown. They're grown. So it's going to be a good game. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Kids gonna be at the game. It's gonna be a great environment.
It's gonna be good. Yeah.
Papa.
Yeah. It made me a little mad. The
No,
game
and
before
another thing
they're
is
interviewing one of the kids. Sorry, the game before they were interviewing one of the freshmen, or no, later guy on Illinois, and he was like, "Yeah, they put a freshman on me. He can't guard me." Yeah, the kid's 19 years old. You're 24. What are you talking about? What kind of question is that? He's like joking. He's like, that guy can't guard me. Yeah, you're grown. I get it.
he can't even drink yet.
Yeah.
And another thing I think is going to surprise a lot of people with that Illinois UConn matchup is the experts and just social media. You know how it is. It's a 1 seed against a 1 seed in the Arizona Michigan matchup. So everybody's saying, "Oh, this is the real championship. This one's going to be the real championship."
Seeding no longer matters to me.
100% is who's playing the best ball this time of year. Coach Cole, which one of these games do you think has potential to be a classic, and which one do you think will be ugly as hell?
I think the one that could be a classic is what I think is going to be the national championship, and that's going to be UConn versus Arizona. I think both teams win the first round, and I think that matchup has potential to be bizarre. I think that'll be some chaos. But, man, it's college basketball, and everybody in the whole free world made a bracket and has been wrong.
Completely wrong.
All these people in these comments that got something to say about every video we put up, I'm just
Put
like,
that
buddy.
bracket up.
Yeah, put your bracket up, smart guy. Like, yeah, so and at the end of the day, man, it's college kids. Like, it's kids that are hungry, and they're the ones diving on the loose balls, you know. They're the ones doing whatever they can to make this thing happen, and I think it's a really exciting time for a lot of these kids. This is random to say, but I kind of don't like the one and done just because I'm such a fan of the game. And it's just like, as much as I liked watching Duke play this year, like, it's going to be a brand new team next year.
Every year.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I hate that selfishly. For their financial sake, I get it. I respect it, you know, and all the things. But just from a fan of the game, man, you take it two ways. Like, you're sad because you're not going to get to see those teams play anymore because it's going to be a brand new team, or you get a new crop every year, however you want to look at it.
I mean, you imagine this team plus Cooper Flag.
Holy God.
We,
And Khan.
Yes, Con Canoopel.
yeah, that's scary.
I did not honestly. I was a doubter of him going into the draft last year, but that boy can shoot the ball.
He can shoot
Not
it.
anymore.
Lord have mercy. Now he made a believer out of me.
Have y'all
Jay,
watched the
we go.
Hornets play?
I haven't in some time. I'll be honest with you.
Bro, that's the same team to watch. I'm not even gonna lie.
When my boy Melo's playing, God, I like watching them play basketball.
When they get going, bro, Kobe White even said this. He was like, man, we can be in a tie game and then be up by 20 so fast because everybody on the team gets so hot and they get to running and people can't keep up.
I think I enjoy watching them play because it's like that almost high school brand of an athletic basketball team, and they're able to do it on the highest stage. So
Yeah.
I enjoy that.
Couldn't agree more. Jay, wrap us up with our Final Four talk and let me know which one of these games or matchups you believe has the potential to be a classic and which one you think could be ugly as hell.
I think the UConn and Illinois game is gonna be ugly. I think Illinois drop off.
No S.
They have no they hit a wall. They can't hit them threes that they was hitting versus Houston, and UConn blow them out.
Blowout, okay.
But I'm like, I hate to do it, but I agree with Cole. I think UConn Arizona is in the national championship. That's my pick.
I respect it. I
And I
respect
got
that they
UConn
did.
winning off.
I think Cole said it the best. Seeding does not matter at this point. So if that's what you're paying attention to, you ain't really watching these games. We don't respect your opinion around here. That'll wrap us up with our Final Four talk. The experts have spoken. Drops gavel. I just want to touch on something real quick before we wrap, boys. It's a little more on a serious note. Feel free to jump in if you want, if you have something to say. If not, I'll just get what I need off my chest and then we can call it a night. Recent news, one of our GOATs, Tiger Woods, another DUI, and I'm not here to gossip. I think this is a serious subject. And I just want to plainly say, if you're under the influence of anything and you get behind the wheel and drive, you're putting yourself and other people at risk, period. It don't matter how famous you are, how famous you're not. Thankfully, in this case, nobody was seriously hurt. That's the most important thing. But I feel like we can respect Tiger Woods and everything he accomplished for the sport of golf, for the culture, for everything that he's accomplished. And you can still hold him accountable and say what he's doing and how he's living is unacceptable.
I'll say it. I'll say it.
I just think
I'm
that's
saying
a fact.
that on here. I've been saying that on here the whole time we've had our podcast. You are too damn rich to be that damn stupid.
Yes.
Can afford Uber.
Agreed.
Period. Tiger Woods is damn near a billionaire, my guy.
I wouldn't doubt
Damn
if
near
he
a
was
billionaire.
already.
He could throw $200,000 out of his window and never know it was gone out of his bank account. With that money, you could hire a driver and get as drunk, high, or cross-faded as you want to. I have no sympathy for guys who have his resources and capabilities to be doing stuff like that.
And I saw a report of him saying it's got to do with privacy. My guy, don't say anything. Get to where you're going, keep your damn mouth shut. And if that's the case, also, what are you talking about that you're so worried about leaking? Like, what kind of freak shit you into? But
think he has a
anyway,
pill
in a
problem.
world full of freak shit these days, I don't even care. We know he has a pill problem. Have you seen his mug shots? I know a pill head when I see a pill head. That's a pill head. But
I think it just hurts, man. Like, you see guys that you idolize and respect, and just like, this is what we're doing, man. And there's people that would kill for the opportunities and
Bingo.
that you've had, the skills that you've had, that could put their family and lives in different situations, and you're still choosing to do wrong, even at your age. Like, this ain't Henry Ruggs, who's a 23-year-old kid. Like, this is you 50 years old, my guy. Like, what?
And what's sad is we see Henry Ruggs behind bars, and you can say whether you think that's justified or not. I'm not here to debate that. But if you imagine Tiger Woods being who he is right now and having done everything he's done, would he have gotten that same accountability? Because I think that's what matters most here. We've seen Tiger Woods' mugshot more times than I ever wanted to already behind this same BS. He's not
This
getting
ain't
help.
an isolated one-time thing.
No,
Yes,
it's not. I can have empathy for somebody. It's a one-off, but my guy, this is a recurring thing for you. So clearly it's not a wake up call because he's not being held accountable. Getting help matters. Being held accountable matters, and you don't deserve more grace than anybody else just because you're famous. I just
With that
wanted
being
to
said,
go ahead.
Tiger, if you need a damn driver, I'm available. I'm available. I can make this work.
I
If you
got
need
noise
me to,
canceling headphones.
yeah, whatever you need, you can throw my cell phone out the door. I don't care.
Yeah.
But
And we see
God,
a, it sucks. And we see a young guy in Puka Nakua. I just read this today. His lawyer said he's checking himself into rehab for alcohol abuse. Hopefully he's actually getting help for the right reasons. I know he's gotten himself into some shit, biting people and whatever other wild thing he's into. So hopefully it's not just, he bit somebody
He bit
in
someone
January.
like
I
2
didn't
weeks
dig
ago.
too deep into it.
January, damn.
It was something in January, but you may be
Okay.
right about the time frame on the biting, but that's neither here nor there. I hope it's not just I'm starting to get a bad image, so let me make it look like I actually give a damn. You know what I'm saying?
sure.
For
Yeah.
the optics. I hope he's actually
Or is
seeking
it-
help.
Or is he gonna mess with his game? Is Puka not gonna be cool? Puka after this rehab?
Get him
You never
back on
know.
the juice. No, I'm just playing.
Shot.
Sean McVay going, here.
Here you go, bud.
Just kidding. I mean, I didn't want to serious us out too much, but I just think it's important. We've all been in that situation. We've all driven when we shouldn't have. None of us are perfect. I understand that. But I just hate to see people who are rich and famous being held to a higher standard or to being held less accountable. Whereas when it's one of us, we go to jail for the rest of our lives. So prayers up for Tiger. Thoughts and prayers for Puka. Hopefully them guys
The
can
hell
bounce
with
back.
that, man. Tiger Woods, if you hit me because you drunk, I'm whooping your ass. I don't give a damn. I leave that pissing me off.
I don't love it either. I was trying to be diplomatic, but I agree with you. I'm dragging you out that car and I'm kicking you right in that messed up
Yeah,
back of
if I
yours.
got feeling left, you gonna have to see me. We're gonna have to run this.
And then I'm taking you to court for
I got
a
PTSD.
handsome.
I got PTSD, my neck and my back.
What's the guy on the commercial? Call the hammer.
Jim Adler.
Jim Adler.
Big Jim. I'll call him Big Jim on his ass. Fellas, y'all got anything else before we wrap up?
Good, man.
Nah,
That's a bet. I appreciate y'all's time. If you're rocking with what we're doing, anybody out there still listening, follow us on TikTok, subscribe on YouTube, follow the full episodes on Spotify. We're on Instagram, X, Facebook, anything you name it, just search Stirring the Pot and you'll find us. Dropping clips all week, full episodes every week. We never duck debates. Find us in the comments, DM us, pull up to one of the lives. If you love sports, if you love chaos and disrespect done properly, you are in the right place. We will catch everybody on the next episode. For now, keep stirring that pot, baby.
Let's get it.